Excellent day, teacher. We are the students Claudia Estefania Espino Hernandez of International Relations. And
Hi, good morning. My name is Reina Maria Pech Medina, and I study in third semester of odontology.
this video is about the article of page 61 of the ebook.
Okay, I'm first. In 1974, Erno Rubik was looking for an interesting way to teach his architecture student about 3D geometry. To do this, he made a cube with 9 other cubes on each of its sides. The smaller cubes were different colors and you could turn them in different directions. The challenge was to make each side one color. The problem was that there are 43 killions ways to remove the cubes. As a result, is luck. Professor Rubik over a month to solve his own problem. In the end, the Rubik's Cube became one of the most popular toys in history. Over 40 million Rubik's Cubes have been sold around the world. And 1 in 7 people have played with the one in 216. And Dutchman named Mats Valk solved the Rubik Cube in 4.74 seconds, the world's record for a human at the time. A robot beat him with a time 1.029 seconds. So why do humans love challenges themselves with a puzzles like a Rubik's Cube? This is same reason we like crosswords and puzzles in the newspapers or why we play games on our cell phones. Our brain naturally loves solving the problems. Some societies also think puzzles and games can improve memory in the elderly. In one study at Illinois University, the researchers students how video games helps other people's mental health. In their study, 20 adults over the age of 60 played a video game for a long period, while another 20 adults over 60 didn't afterwards. They gave all 40 adults a test of memory and mental skills. Overall, the video games players scored hingers on the test, which means a challenging video game could be good for a brain.
Okay. In 1944, um, in 1974, Professor Ernest Rubik was looking for an interesting way to state his architecture student about 3D geometry. To do this, he made a cube with 9 other cubes on each of its sides. The smaller cubes were different colors, and you could turn them in a different direction. The challenge the challenge was to make each side all one color, and the problem was that there are 43 quillions ways to move the cubes. As a result, it took Professor Rubik over a month to solve his own problem. In the end, the Rubik's Cube became one of the most popular toys in history. Over 400 million Rubik and cubes have been sold around the world, and 1 in 7 people have played with one. In 2016, a Dutchman named Mats Walk solved the Rubik's Cube in 4.74 seconds, the world record for a human at the time. A robot beat hit with a time of 1.019 seconds. And so why do humans love challenging themselves with puzzle like the Rubik's Cube? It is the same reason we like a crossword and puzzle in the new paper of why we play games or on our cell phones. Our brain naturally love solving problems. Some science also thinks puzzle and games can improve memory in the elderly. In one student at Illinois University, the researchers studied how video games help older people mental health. In their study, 20 adults over the age in 60 played video games for a long period, while another 20 adults over 60 did not. Afterward, they have all 40 adults a test of memory and mental skill. Overall, the video games player scored higher on the tests, which means challenging video games could be good for our brains.
It's very interesting. What do you think about this article?
Okay. I really like it, the topic of this article because this time it talk about games like puzzle or video games. Before I was unaware of the personal information of the creator of the Rubik's Cube, um, or the curious information that this game contains. And I think the reading is right in one part, and that the puzzle and skill games help to improve your abilities and knowledge to think faster to improve at school. It's funny, right? And how we complain about the problem and that happened to us, but we paid to have problem like that. And you, what is your opinion about the article?
For me, it's very interesting. Uh, this this puzzle it's very difficult for me. I only to form one face, um, but the professor Erna Rubik it's intelligent because it's a play very complicated. For me, I don't like it. But my brother of my grandfather, her like it and this play, and my grandfather, Lucio, and have in your house and different forms and the three face, four face, octagons, pyramids. My favorite is the form is a house, and it's very difficult and complicated. But it's interesting because not only a puzzle, because have a story. And do you like play the Rubik Cube?
And no much. I think it's better the the crossword in the article mentions the the crossword, and and they they state in the newspaper.
Okay, thank you. Um, Bye and see you later. Have a good week.